I told him that it is such a mild abuse, one can abuse himself also. So Punjabi became very, very abusive language. Most of the regional languages are basically. So what I found when I was collecting information about all the abuses are about mother, about sister, about daughter, and there is no abuse about wife. It's missing. Have you ever heard?
That's a very interesting point.
कि आपकी वाइफ को ये nothing. Because in our own scheme of relationships, wife is not a relationship. She belongs to another group. She is daughter or sister of someone other who is concerned about her protection. Even to the extent when she dies, coffin comes from the parental home. So she had a claim over her parental group also, but there was a very, very organic tie about that it should protect, that group should protect. It is a gift. In China they went to the extent, for instance, there is a clan so patrilineal, when they bring wife, for instance, they incorporate truly as a daughter. If a husband dies, that widowed woman is considered as a daughter of that group and she is married into another group. They don't marry into the same group. So if you look at elaborated marriage rules and other things, you will see that how we have been worried from the centuries about the relationships. And how about the hierarchy, power? Women were given power only when she becomes mother-in-law. Through the successive, she is uprooted, because with this type of system, there is another thing which you may be aware because of student of sociology. The most dispossessing or disempowering fact is that is post-marital residence. That is patrilocal. That wife should leave her group and should go to another group and make her place over there. And place becomes when she produces a son, not daughters. So this is very, 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 very interesting thing, that it has disturbed the whole normal growth of the human beings. Daughters, sons. First census occurred in 1881. Male-female ratio at that time was 750. Natural male-female ratio is 1000 boys and 1020 girls. So which means from 1020 to 750 we have been killing them. Earlier it was basically infanticide, then with the coming of technology it became feticide. So I was joking with my daughter that educated mother-in-laws feel cheated because they were promised when they were brought as a 18-year-old wife, you will be given power when your sons will be married and you आपकी सेवा करेंगी, नो रानी आ जाएगी. And no Rani comes with a diploma or degree. And she tells you, cook, I will serve in a school or in office. So that is happening in our own society. So earlier also there were crises, but they were crises of the normal structure. Now structure is changing. That's why there is so much high divorce rate. And one thing another happened, that's with the coming of capitalism, we required workers. Everything was organized mechanically. All human beings were considered, conceptualized as workers. So more workers are required. Women are more faithful workers. You can see everywhere in all colleges, hospitals. Male is not a very good employee. He can make a union or he can raise his voice. Women are relatively docile, relatively Me Too is still very young in stage and they can be exploited. We have seen almost All successful women have faced this thing somewhere. So with capitalism coming, we brought women out of family. We don't require mother, we require worker. So mother became almost non-functional. For some time I was director of census also. Chandra Molli, our commissioner of census India, he came there. I asked him this question in such meeting, that why we collect information about human beings. He said to make policies, to know about this thing, to reveal what is not visible. I asked him that what is the definition of work? If you look at the work participation of women, that's one of the, in economics it's a great indicator. Lot of research has been done on that. That participation of women workers is indicator of developing society. And work is defined, which is paid work. So I asked him that producing a child is not work. Feeding the whole family is not work. Women are primary producers, and that's not considered as a work. Begging is work. Prostitution is work. So look at the academic framework through which we look. Leave aside the feudal societies and other things.